Hello, everyone listening. Welcome to the first episode of The Burning Ship. To start us off, I would like to introduce everyone. I am Frankie. Uh, this is Chris.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
This is Jason.
Hey, how's it going?
This is Ivan.
Howdy.
And this is Jesus.
That's me.
All right. So, who wants to introduce our first topic of today?
So
Gonna be
I'm
you, my
gonna
friend.
I'm gonna put the disclaimer out there now. This podcast is not gonna be organized normally. It's gonna be pretty much on the fly. So if you're expecting something structured, a lot of good information, this is probably not the podcast for you.
What are you talking
Amen.
about? We're a valuable
I wouldn't
source of
say-
information.
I wouldn't say it like that. I'm just saying how we pretty much describe our own point of view, our own takes of the subject.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but it's mainly spontaneous. There's no
Oh,
format
okay.
to
There
how
you
we're
go.
gonna do
Yeah,
this.
I mean, there's just
Yeah.
no.
This is
there's no rules.
unscripted, uncensored,
No,
a
it's
little
raw.
bit uncensored,
In your
Raw,
face.
yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
uncensored.
Yeah, a lot censored.
A
Fuck
lot
it, we'll do it live.
man, and I thought I was gonna get the first censorship.
No, I wanted to take that, man. All right. So,
But
first thing,
Go
have you guys seen the latest Pokemon trailer?
Yeah,
the
I saw the
Nintendo Direct this freaking morning, dude.
Yeah,
I saw the
don't-
trailer, not the direct.
Oh, you didn't see the
I
direct?
saw the direct. It was only 7 minutes.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
was
that
forced to
crazy.
see the Direct.
So, I was trying to stay up for it, but I ended up crashing around 6, and I didn't wake up.
You
till
were gonna
like
stay up
12:01.
for a 7-minute video?
Yeah, I love Pokemon. What, are you
What
talking
kind
about?
of chump are you?
Yeah.
Chump. I'm just one of those people that cares about their franchises, you know.
Oh,
But you didn't stay up.
Oh, That's-
I mean, you could have set an alarm.
Fake
I did
fan.
set an alarm. I slept through it.
Yeah, dude, I kept texting this man in the morning, and he
you
wouldn't
no, you
text
only
me
texted
back
me because
until-
you wanted fucking food.
Yeah,
Hey, that's a
You're-
valid reason.
Yeah,
You're just like,
that's
hey,
very
I'm
weird.
hungry.
Feed me.
My sister's
me.
subscription went through again, and we can't cancel it. Feed me $10.
Oh yeah, dude. No, this
Dude.
freaking morning, I get 3 things on my bank account statement, like, cause my sister did some Books a Million, like, magazine subscription shit
Uh-huh.
back in December, and she never fucking canceled it. So I
Oof.
got charged for each one of those subscriptions. I was so mad.
It's like $2.
No, they're not.
And also, you wasted 10 of my hard-earned dollars, and you could have just gotten a 4 for 4.
Could have.
You got
Alright.
two
Two
4
4
for
for
4s.
4s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I actually got 3.
No, you went to get soul food. Don't lie.
Oh
All right,
my
so
God.
let's
Pokemon.
talk about the 3 starters.
The
Yo,
3
that bunny
starters.
is definitely gonna turn into the Energizer Bunny.
Can we actually pull them
Guaranteed.
up on the thing? Can you do that in
Yeah,
post, Ricky?
I got you.
Yeah, I can pull
yeah.
up the.
I'm gonna send them right now. That way you guys can look at what we're looking at.
Mhm.
And then I post. Frankie can what you
Can
call
show,
it?
show the beautiful
Can
viewers.
show it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, let me copy it though.
Do we want to see the 3D version or the?
We
The,
can do
like,
both.
2D
I honestly
you can,
think
you
the
could,
2D
you could put
sprites
them
look
back
better
to
in my
back.
opinion, but oh my god.
Yeah,
Also
the water
beautiful.
starter doesn't look great in 2D, but 3D I can see it.
I
It's
love
appeal.
him in every D. Okay.
Okay, so
I
are we,
want
are
this
we
to
talking
an
looks
electric
like
bunny.
Turtwig.
Turtwig?
Turk?
No.
What?
Yeah.
It looks like
he
Chespin meets Turtwig.
This
Yeah,
is true.
the,
Yeah, I can see
the
that.
coloring, yeah. But I mean, he has to be green, to signify he's grass.
Yeah.
Also, you were right. They went with the year of the rabbit or something.
Yeah.
This,
Is that
Yeah,
Big
you can put that
Chungus?
up.
I'm
No,
okay
it's
with that,
because it's because with the fire types they've been doing that. They've been
Zodiac.
following the Chinese zodiac. So yeah, that means you can expect 3 or 4 more other Pokemon games.
and then
Yo.
at the 13th one, they're just like, fuck it, you know. Just like,
After the Zodiac sign, what do you think they would go for though? For fire?
They
abstract
could
art.
easily do other zodiac signs, dude.
No, what's it called? They'll do the 12
Constellations, bro.
Oh,
yeah, no, like Gemini.
Yeah, those are constellations.
Are they constellations?
All right,
Don't-
so let's start with the water one.
Okay.
What's his name?
Sobble,
It's
I believe.
Sobble, yeah.
Sobble.
Okay, so when I first saw it, I immediately Cause it looks like a chameleon. You know what I mean.
An axolotl.
No,
No,
that's,
axolotl was Mudkip.
It's Whooper, man.
Whooper.
Whooper is the
Um,
axolotl.
No,
But
the fact that
yeah.
he came out of the water camouflaged means either he's gonna be a water ghost or water poison.
Or water dark, my friend.
I think water
I-
poison's
I mean-
too common.
Water
Is
normal.
it common?
No, the only
I
other
don't think
water
we've had a
poison
single
active-
starter that's water poison.
Tentacool.
That's not a starter, my friend.
Well,
no,
no, but I'm
it's in
just saying
general.
Pokemon in general.
I mean,
Tentacool, Toxic Croak.
there's that
Marini.
one.
Would
there's
it be-
that one
Would it be
frog that
possible to
looks-
be water normal? Because what's it called? There's that chameleon normal type. Forgot his name.
Kecleon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's yeah.
Um,
Water normal would be kind of lame to be honest.
Water
I'm
electric.
I'm hoping for water
What?
ghost or water dark.
Why water electric? I
The-
feel
The
like
yellow
doesn't make-
coloring on
that-
the top of its freaking head.
I
Oh
don't- I
yeah,
don't
they do
know.
like doing their colors, huh? You know. No,
When he
But at that- and that-
electrocuted himself.
no.
No,
Electric
but in
No,
that-
eels,
but then
dude.
I feel like the freaking bunny would be normal fire if we're going with colors, man, which
No,
upsets me because I don't want Lopunny
wouldn't
with
that be
flames.
wouldn't that be fire electric though? You know.
No,
It
I
has
mean,
yellow markings, but majority is white.
okay, so going on with the fire starter, it could be either fire fairy, fire fighting, or fire electric. And I say fire fighting due to the thing that he has on his nose.
yeah.
That's what a lot of
That
fighters have.
upsets me though, because we already have Blaziken.
Is it like a
Chimchar.
do
Yeah,
boxers
and-
put the
and
tape
pour.
in front there, or is there a specific like type of fighting that does that mostly?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. You're
Oh,
asking the
let me
wrong
ask you something,
group
Chris.
of guys, man.
What happened?
How competitive do you think Sobble can be?
It
depends on
honestly
his second
depends
type.
on his second type. Yeah.
Second typing. What would be the most competitive second typing he could have?
For a water starter, he's already pretty solid based on water typing. Anything else, ghost and poison would be the best stats it could, best second type it can have. But I would say mainly poison though, because there's a lot of fairy types that are strong that are really strong. Like Mega Gardevoir.
Well, then we'll put that to the test. If it is, water poison, I'm pretty sure that would either guarantee or completely nullify the fire being fire fairy. Because it would be a
No.
complete counter.
Exactly. That's how it was with Gen. What was it? 6.
But
With
then what does
Fennekin, right?
grass do?
Then okay, so if the whole point was to counter water what was it? Water
Water
ghost
poison.
or water poison, then he would be either
Grass fighting?
No, he would be
thi-
grass psychic for poison type or grass ground.
Okay, let's go to this grass starter. What the fuck is it?
It's
it a monkey?
It's a monkey.
It's
Yeah.
a monkey, yeah.
Yeah, it's a monkey.
So it's gonna be
Genki can.
grass Infernape.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean,
I-
the
yeah,
other
I-
two are.
I see it
Grookey?
being grass
Grookey.
fighting.
Yo,
I can see
can I
it, I
just
can
say
see
it
it
looks
grass
like-
Is that
fighting or
Curious
grass ground.
George?
It's his cousin.
Yeah. No, what's it
Dude.
called? Have you seen the memes with this one now? There's like he's holding a Glock because of his
Oh
hand.
yeah. I've seen that.
Mess with the monkey, you get the Glocky.
That is some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
It is so good, man. I love how and there was a weird statistic that showed up, and I don't know if I can say it or not. Maybe you can edit this part out in post.
I mean, if in post it's a long bleep or long silence, and I'll edit it out.
You can do technical difficulties, but apparently, Score Bunny has gotten more Rule 34 in the since its reveal than most Gen 2 Pokemon have had.
Oh God.
So
I'm
just,
a-okay with that.
Are
Wait,
you-
are they
oh,
making
what?
him female
I don't know. I don't look
or
at,
male?
I don't look at Pokemon. I just
Because every time I look at the freaking bunny, I'm like, yo, this is definitely the Energizer Bunny. Like, kindergarten Energizer Bunny.
Did you see what I sent you on Twitter about how they reused the animation
Yes.
or the drawing?
The Chimchar and Chespin.
Yeah.
Oh my
Did they
god,
actually?
dude.
Let
They
me show you,
definitely
uh,
Chimchar. Chimchar for sure. Like if you compare their two, like I guess when they announced them,
Is there
their
is
poses
there
are the exact
poses?
same.
Let me see if I can find it right now for you.
Oh man.
Which one are you more excited for, Jesus? You know.
Probably Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Alright. That's a good one. You know.
Yep. Speaking of the fire one, oh, Chimchar with the I could see it. But so
hate you.
I actually found a leak of the fire evolution.
Whoa.
The lead.
Wait, really?
Yeah, look at this.
Oh man.
Oh man, dude.
Fake
When he
news.
turns into the Tricks Rabbit, I know for a fact.
Wait, is
he's
this
broken.
third evolution Big Chungus?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know, man. I'll keep him as the Tricks Rabbit.
You know.
I
what's
think
it
yeah, I
called?
would keep him Tricks Rabbit, but it also looks like Tricks Rabbit's falling on some hard times. It looks like his eyes are completely red.
What's it called? You know they.
Would
they
the
do have
Tricks
that-
Rabbit
drugs.
be a fighting Pokemon?
I mean, he'd
It would
be
definitely be a fighting Pokemon.
Dude, he'd be a fairy. What are you talking about?
He'd be
He'd
fairy.
No.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a psychic for him losing his mind.
He's fucking losing his mind over tricks. What's
Big
it called?
Chungus
Chris?
is like
Can you-
a rock
You
type.
know how
Oh,
Maybe.
Big Chungus is a ground type for sure.
he's dude, every move,
Ah.
every
Earthquake, bro.
all of his 4 movesets is earthquake, magnitude. Help me out, Chris.
Earth power.
Dude, why
Earth.
would it be magnitude though?
Earthquake.
That'd be what? It's just a generic or
He's just shaking the ground every
just
time he
pure
moves, man.
ground type movesets? No.
He's
Oh
big
yeah, we have
chungus.
to include one fire.
Fire blast.
Yeah.
Lava plume.
Oh,
Lava.
I would say flamethrower, earthquake. It depends if it's a. I mean, if it's a rock type, it could learn stealth rocks.
Tough.
If it's being the Big Chungus evolution,
Yeah, Big
then,
Chungus.
Big
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
you may want to run protect. Depends on how well he can take a hit.
Rest.
Has to see. No,
he could take a hit.
I see him having rollover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll out.
Roll
Body
out,
slam?
yeah. Maybe.
Do you
I
think
think
that
that'd be effective.
Score Bunny is gonna look as adorable as it does in its final evolution, or is
No,
it
I
gonna be like
want
an
it- I want-
Incineroar kind of?
I want him to be a menace.
Like
I don't want him
Yes.
to look like Incineroar. I want him to look more like Greninja, in the fact
Greninja.
like it's more sleek instead of like bulky.
So
What are you
more of a
talking about?
badass character.
Dude, if it doesn't look exactly like Big Chungus, I'm just gonna throw my game up.
It's not what I
Yo,
paid for.
okay, so I'll ask you guys while you're all here. Do you think it's worth me going out there to buy a Switch?
It's
Just for this game.
it's already
Yes.
worth it to go
You
buy a
kinda
Switch.
have
now.
You
to
don't
buy a
already have a
Switch.
Switch?
It's already
don't
worth it
have
to
a
buy the
Switch.
Switch now.
He
It's
shares
also
a Switch.
Tetris.
Oh my god.
I'm
Tetris
gonna pay for the
99 is a
online
thing, Jason.
service.
But
You don't have to. It's a single player game.
Yeah.
Tetris
we could
99?
Oh,
Right?
what's it called?
No, you need
Oh,
you need
Tetris
you need
99.
online for that.
Wasn't isn't there a promotion where like when you bought the Switch you got like a $75 eShop code?
I don't remember about
where what store?
The ones we were selling.
Oh, the ones you okay.
I don't remember that.
But speaking of
don't
evolutions,
Go
what
through the deals.
what
though.
do you guys think their evolutions will be? Like type of
Bunny,
How they
I'm
look?
gonna keep fighting it. It's gonna be the Energizer Bunny.
that. Okay, so this is my prediction. This is what I want for each of the evolutions because all of these look pretty dope. I didn't really like the previous gen because they kind of looked dumb.
Alolan?
Except for Alolan was I don't know. Alolan looked like they were lazy types. All of them were just lazy. Alolan was not my favorite.
Yo,
alright?
Rowlet
ran out
though.
of
Rowlet
ideas.
was the bomb.
Rowlet was the biggest disappointment. He had
What?
he was grass and ghost and he sucked.
He's talking about a competitive standpoint.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
We're talking about from the
I'm going off
I-
just his
design.
overall.
No.
Yeah, his design itself.
Well, okay, in that point he was okay.
Because that's what you were talking about.
No, but I was talking about like evolution, the way it was gonna look, the way its final stats are gonna be, and then the way their attributes are gonna be. Not the attributes, the typing.
Look, Rowlet
with
got
the-
the best typing, for sure.
Okay, go on.
What are you talking about? Primarina was Water Fairy, no?
Yeah, Water Fairy was pretty good, but
Is it?
yeah, dude.
I mean, and then it was firefighting as well.
And Fire Dark.
Fire?
Yes.
Was it
Fire
fire dark?
Dark.
I thought it was fire.
Yeah, it was Fire Dark.
Oh.
The
It-
luchador
I don't
outfit
know.
just completely throws me off.
It's not an outfit.
It's his skin.
It's a
It's his
it's a
actual
fucking,
flesh
it's
and
a
blood.
fucking outfit, man.
They don't wear outfits.
They don't.
That's their actual skin.
Then
They're
explain to
naked
me.
all the time.
Then
That's
explain to
Pikachu
me.
Libre, man.
I was about to say.
No,
Explain to me.
Pikachu
Those
Libre's
are
the only one that
outfits.
wears a suit because he's too embarrassed.
Mhm.
Or Luchador Pikachu. Luchador Pikachu wears
It's
it.
the same thing.
Alright,
canon?
so going back.
All right, now
Luchador,
go back to your
They're all canon, by the way. All the costumes are kind of canon because
Mm.
they in the show he had to go through it. I don't know if it was a contest or something. I don't remember, but I know he wore the Rockstar outfit for sure.
Oh.
Rockstar
Alright.
Pikachu was pretty cool, yeah.
So going
wait.
with that, the water type is gonna be in between either water ghost or water poison. If it's water ghost, he's gonna be really fast. If it's water poison, I can see it really a special defense or a special attacker.
I think special
Um,
attacker.
This thing could also evolve into a dragon, which, if it does, then he'll
I
probably
mean-
be the most broken one.
And the thing it's stated as a lizard. Look, what type of freaking animal it resembles does not mean anything.
Yeah,
Alright.
I could see it becoming a dragon, like a water
It says
dragon.
lizard. I'm
Okay,
just hoping it doesn't come out to a form like for alligators.
I mean, I wouldn't mind
but
that.
for alligator was a alligator.
Alligator.
He's a beefy
Well-
boy.
I know.
Mhm.
And you bet
I'm
there's Rule
just
34
saying.
on him.
I'm glad you're looking into that. Anyways,
Mhm.
I think it'll come out more not salamander, but more smooth than most of the water Pokemon we've had, besides
You think-
Primarina.
You think he's gonna be like a Goodra? All
I
slimy?
think so. Because his design doesn't seem scaly at all. Like, it doesn't resemble any sort of like the Jangmo or something like that. Like that type
Mhm.
of lizard.
Also,
Oh.
let's go back a little bit, Jason.
Maybe a gecko?
Why haven't you been intrigued to buy a Switch?
Okay.
Bringing up the real questions.
Look, there's only maybe 3 games I can justify buying for the Switch.
You don't even need to buy the best
At the
one.
moment.
Tetris 99 is free.
Yeah.
Mm.
With
Well, no.
internet subscription.
That's $20 a year.
Ivan could pay for it.
Look,
could
if Ivan
literally-
pays for it, then I'll do it.
get your Switch, I'll pay for your Tetris.
There's a
Wow.
Wow.
there's Pokemon Let's Go. That one's I feel like you would go for. Smash Bros.
I don't think that game's worth.
What's
In my
Smash
opinion.
Yeah. Okay. So
That- that's-
Pokemon
that-
Let's
no,
Go
Pokemon
Eevee or
Pokemon Let's
Pikachu.
Go.
I'm
not worth
not.
60.
It's not worth it.
Not the full
To me.
60.
It's,
Yeah.
it's worth on
No,
sale.
I mean to get a
sure.
Switch. There's only 3 games
Yeah.
that make me want to get a Switch. Right now.
Okay.
Which are?
That's
Mhm.
Mario Odyssey,
It's an amazing
Yeah,
game.
good game.
Legend of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Forget.
Hmm.
The fuck
Also
was
I
good
hear
game.
it's amazing.
It is.
And Smash.
And this.
That's the main 3. And now the new one.
Mario
But
Party?
that's-
Are
okay,
you out of your
So
mind?
you're
Mario
telling me
Party-
to get a $300 game console for let's include the Pokemon game
Splatoon, Jason?
for
Didn't you do
$240
that?
worth
Didn't
of
you
games.
do that for Kingdom of Hearts though?
No.
Kingdom of Hearts.
Oh, the Kingdom of Hearts.
Oh yeah, that's my
The
favorite.
Kingdom
First of all-
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts was a gift. And then on
Plus-
top of
plus-
that, I had the
Oh.
PlayStation.
Plus, but you were seeking out the limited edition PS4 for Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, but
Alright
that's
then.
because I love that game. None of these games are games that I've waited 13 years to play.
What are you talking about? Pokemon has been here for 26 years. It's always giving you something.
Mhm.
And you
Yes,
just
but I haven't waited 13 years from the last generation.
What are you talking about?
But it's been like
I mean,
2
according to
years since
Gen
the last
1,
good
there's
one.
nothing.
Since the last good one. Wait,
He's
that
talking
which one's that one? Is that
about,
Kalos?
Yeah, Kalos was pretty
That's,
good.
that's 6.
Kalos is
Kalos
6.
was good.
What are you
I
talking
will
about?
give it that.
You guys
The last
didn't like
two-
Sun and Moon?
Can I just say
There was too many cutscenes, dude.
Too
Yeah,
many.
DS, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum were the best DS games.
Which ones?
DS games, yes,
Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum.
I gotta be with you on that one.
Oh, the DS game. No, I mean, I'm always gonna stick with Hoenn. I'm a Gen 3 ner.
So
you
you're gonna
like
go Omega Ruby, Alpha, Sapphire.
Yes.
I'm
Those
gonna,
were good, but
I'm
I
gonna,
Basic.
felt cheated.
I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion.
What way?
but I really liked Black and White.
Oh man.
That
Oof.
was
See, hold on.
So
Black
good.
and White the first generation of Black and White I did not like, but as soon as they included Black 2 and White 2, I enjoyed those games a lot way more.
What?
So because of Black and White,
Aren't they like the
I
same
did
game?
not get Black and White 2.
No.
No, they're not. I mean, the way you start out is kind of the same, but after that, the story kind of diverts to a
Yeah,
different
that's
path.
the cool part about it.
That
It's
is,
not
that's
like
why I liked it. I played both games, and I enjoy 2 way better than the first one.
But I
Especially
never
the whole
knew.
fusion thing about the dragons.
I mean,
Like I
apparently
thought
they
that was
make
the
one
only main difference
crazy-
between the 2 games.
OP dragon, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that like Zekrom,
Zekrom
with
White
Ultra
and
Sun and
Zekrom.
Ultra Moon?
Yeah, it's
You
the
mean
same thing.
Necrozma?
Or Necrozma. Oh, I don't
There you
fucking
go.
say this. Anyways, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I played Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon,
I haven't
and
finished-
honestly, I haven't finished it.
I haven't finished it either. I stopped at the 4th island, and I was like,
I'm right before
Mhm.
the Pokemon League,
Oh.
and the only reason I'm stuck there is because I'm trying to get this freaking, what are they called? Ultra Beast. I'm trying to get this
Yeah.
Ultra Beast to shiny, to get shiny.
oh
okay.
yeah. Gee, are you sure they're shiny and they're not locked?
Yes, this is the fucking lollipop-looking motherfucker, and I know he can be shiny because I've seen people get him shiny.
No, I've played both Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. Literally for Ultra, I just transferred like pretty high level Pokemon, just breezed through it.
Wow,
You're actually scum.
Wow,
Wow.
this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
I
Doesn't
went to
enjoy
fill out
his
the
games.
Pokemon.
I know we more or less had a little conversation about this earlier.
Go on.
Are we going to be doing Nuzlocke when we get the game? Or are we
See,
just going to
I-
play through it?
I mean, it would be more entertaining for people to see, because, you know, if we do a Nuzlocke and then we buy the opposite game, you know, one buys Shield, the other one buys
Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm buying Sword.
Sword, and then you just pick the Pokemon you want. You know what I mean? And if your Pokemon dies, you could also do
But-
like another like a partner link, soul link type of thing, where if like me and you catch the same Pokemon in the same route, if that Pokemon dies, then I have to put my Pokemon in the PC to represent that they both are, you know, no longer, you know what I mean?
Alive. Yeah,
Yeah.
but my thing is, how are we going to do it so that both of our perspectives are being shown at the same time?
We both just record and then we split screen it.
With the magic of editing.
Man, but that means I have to get recording software for a
computer.
fucking Switch.
Elgato. It's not.
Need a capture card.
Yeah.
Pretty expensive though.
I know.
Not really.
It's more than $50, and I'm going to have to pay for that shit. But I don't know.
Mm.
Like I said, I'm still on the fence about getting a fucking Switch because
No,
there's
don't be on the
less value
fence.
in the games that I'm gonna fucking get for it.
Yoshi's whatever world.
I do not
Crafty
care
World.
about Yoshi's fucking island.
No.
Wow.
Whoa. You
Wow.
don't care about Yoshi's Island? And one that's not even on the Switch. That's on the. Well, it's also on the Game Boy and the Nintendo DS. But you don't care about the goddamn Yoshi Island.
It's not a game that excites me.
And then I will destroy you in Mario Kart. All right.
I've already destroyed everybody else in Mario Kart.
See, but you
okay.
haven't faced the true legend, the tax invader himself,
The
Yoshi.
Tax invader.
will demolish you in any course.
Yo, if you don't play fucking Dry Bones, what are you doing though?
Huh? Nah.
You mean White
Yes.
Shy Guy?
White Shy
Oh,
Guy?
man.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can choose different Shy Guy colors.
Ye.
Mm-hmm.
I
What's that?
Hey,
like to
hey.
not be racist in my game, so I.
If we all go to a
refuse to
convention
use
like
Shy
that,
Guy.
can we all be like a different color Shy Guy?
I'd be down.
That'd pretty
That'd be
dope.
cool. That'd be fun. Just like come up to people and then just turn away. Just like how, what's it called? How we
That's what I
normally
do in
approach
real
women.
life.
But then CPU tax evasion Yoshi is gonna fucking wreck us all.
You're right.
Call me
Alright.
your ass.
So I
Alright.
wanted to also bring up, from the title itself, what do you guys think the legendaries will be like?
Looking at
Twin
the
wolves,
crest,
dude.
I'm hoping for a wolf.
It's gonna be twin wolves. One's gonna be I don't know.
What? So it's another Zekrom and Reshiram?
They're not
The
twins.
yin and yang? Yes, they are.
They're,
They-
yeah,
They,
they are
don't look
twins.
similar though.
But it's the
The-
same.
these-
It's been the
these
same
are
for
kinda similar.
Palkia.
Well, no,
Palkia and Dialga.
Palkia and Dialga have you know a physics in the universe. One controls time, the other one controls space.
All right.
Zekrom
Lugia
and
Ho-Oh.
Reshiram is Lugia and Ho-Oh are two different other. Is different. What was Ho-Oh? What the, I
Oh,
don't
you
know
mean
what
like
Ho-Oh is.
literally same elements and stuff like that, or what?
What do you? Oh, now I'm confused.
So what is the main thing that makes Zekrom and Reshiram to you like just straight up copies?
What?
Because you're telling me that it's gonna be like Reshiram and Zekrom.
Mhm.
Okay, no. So what I'm saying is, if you're gonna go based on the wolf logo, it means that one. Okay, so either one is gonna be Zekrom and the other one's gonna be Reshiram. They represent the opposite of what the other one represents. You know what I mean?
But they're
Oh,
both
okay.
wolf logos.
But both
That's true.
Zekrom and Reshiram are dragons.
Yes, and
Yeah, but Ho-Oh and Lugia are both legendary birds.
But they're not. They don't represent. Oh god, my god.
I'm just wondering how they're going
they
to
different
incorporate
generations?
the sword and shield.
Yes,
No.
they're all different generations. Every single generation has a counterpart to it. Right?
Mhm.
Kyogre, Groudon.
Yes, but what I'm saying
No, I mean,
is
like-
Reshiram and Zekrom are literally from the same dragon. That's why you
I
have
mean,
that fusion introduction in Black and White too.
They're not. They're not
Yes, they came
born
from the
a
same
different.
dragon.
They're the same dragon. They're not twins. They're actual. They're the same thing.
So
But
could
they're
it be
they're
something
half
like
of
that?
a one. They're half of somebody else.
Yeah. So they're half as important.
But what I'm trying to say
Wait, are you bashing
is
the
that
only generation you liked, Evan?
I mean, it's not my favorite generation. I just think it's the best DS game.
Wow.
Interesting.
No. So
I don't know
wolves.
about that.
yeah, I mean,
Also-
I don't know. If it's just going based on the wolf logo, then I mean, I don't want it to be both of them wolves having the opposite of each other. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because like
What's
Ice and
look
what's
at
lava?
look at the legendary trio in Generation 3. One controls water, the other one controls land, and the other one controls the ozone. They're all correlate with each other about weather, but they're not really necessarily the same. Um, they're not really represent the same meaning to what they are, if that makes sense.
What?
Okay.
Because the whole point of Reshiram and Zekrom is that they represent the ideal and the truth.
All right.
Mhm.
So, I mean, but it still follows that formula of them being like they coexist because they complement each other in some way.
I mean, I guess, but I'm just kind of tired of it. They've been
That
doing
makes
that
sense.
since.
If it
Since
works, it works.
forever, since the first one, the
That's what-
first
Hey, that's
trio.
kind of-
Okay, but then let's talk about how Pokemon has been literally the exact same game since 25 years ago.
It's like FIFA.
I'm not saying that it hasn't
It's like FIFA.
been the same game.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm tired of seeing the exact same
Formula?
pattern when it comes to the legendaries. I'm tired of seeing the.
But then what would you like to see? What would make sense in the context of the Pokemon universe that makes it okay for them not to complement each other in some way?
That's a good
to be
question.
completely
I haven't
separate
really thought
entities?
about it because
I mean, if you want to look at it this way, Chris, like one's a wolf, and one's also a wolf. There's no
Also-
compliment
Yes.
there. It's two of the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And one's
What
looking
if
to the left
it's-
and one's looking to the right.
Oh my
But,
god.
No,
but again,
no,
this is
it's
also
accident.
just. What if this is the first game they share a legendary?
but different types of like
No. What do
forms.
you
So
mean?
like let's say it's the same legendary, but in one game the legendary is holding a shield, and in the other one he's holding a sword. Or
shield?
something.
Holding a
No, no, no. Okay.
I'm
That
just
shit's
saying-
gonna be
Zelda?
embedded in
I'll
his
say
skin.
it's
What
the
are you
same
talking
Pokemon,
about?
but it's like Lycanroc, where it can have multiple different forms based on the game, right?
Mhm.
So, in Sword, it has a specific form that it looks like. The appearance is different, but it's still the same Pokemon.
He's holding a sword, apparently.
Apparently not.
Okay, so so if you want to go into that, what I can see, if you go, let's go into that logic, right? Both games share one specific legendary. Let's say, okay, so with Pokemon Sword, I'm thinking of competitive now. Like the that legendary on Sword version is gonna be pure attack, so he's gonna have higher attack and higher special attack. Versus in Shield, he's gonna be a defensive mon, you know, higher
I mean,
defense
it
and
would
higher
only
special
make
defense.
sense, right?
But that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing if you want to go with the same legendary. Um,
Which would make one probably competitive viable and the other one not.
no, because you can just base balance around your team based on what you want to do. If you want a hyper defense or a hyper offense, you can do that. Or you.
I'm
you
just
do a
saying most
mix.
legendaries themselves aren't really that great competitively.
What are you
their
talking about?
stat-
There's
like,
a
base
tier
stats
list
are great.
pure Ubers.
Yeah, I know. They're like, okay, here's my point. Like, legendaries, their stats are great in some regards, but they severely lack in others. A great thing is like a great example would be the trio, like the original legendary bird trio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, out of the
You know?
three, the best one is Zapdos.
Exactly, which makes him more competitively viable than his counterparts. That's what
I
I'm saying
guess.
here.
Mm,
One of these is gonna
Okay.
have, a better stat
advantage.
for the overall,
Mm.
play
Another
style.
thing I noticed with
And the meta's gonna change, for sure.
with the trailer is these like hieroglyphs, crop circles.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that the Ultra Beast?
No.
The antenna-looking motherfucker?
I could see.
I can see that. I can see that. But this one's completely different.
I was
New
like-
Ultra Beast?
Wait,
And
no. You're right. He's like breathing fire,
Yeah.
lightning.
So no, whatever he's breathing is causing electricity to go down, and it looks like he killed somebody too.
Yeah, it
Killed
looks
someone?
like it looks
Do
something.
you think
like
that is the wolf form?
What are you talking
It
about?
has
They
a
didn't kill
tail.
them, they just fainted.
They fainted. Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
No, man. They could easily draw a better wolf. This is not a wolf.
That looks nothing
But
like
this
a
is
wolf to
also
me.
like it's
Looks-
built into the side of a mountain,
Dude,
or hill, or whatever.
Well, what's
Aliens.
the top portion reminds me of Bill Cipher, dude. I don't know why.
We're actually just hinting at the next season of Gravity Falls in Pokemon now.
It's
Crossover.
the crossover we've all been waiting for,
Dude, those trees though, they look really high def.
Mm-hmm.
And the mountain in the background.
The scape. Well, Jason was bringing this up prior, but he's like, it all looks beautiful, but he thinks or
The
well,
actual playable area is gonna be a lot smaller.
yeah, like it's limited. Like instead of being like like an open world Switch RPG, it's gonna be more like a linear path. You can't like diverge. You can't explore.
I mean,
as much,
Breath of the
I mean, in
Wild was a
Pokemon
pretty
it's-
big map. And you can
But
pretty
they-
much go anywhere.
But
No,
yeah,
I know, but like for
well,
example, all that scenery back there isn't somewhere you're gonna be able to explore.
Sadly.
I feel like that specific area, but if you've seen like other areas in the game, it looks like it's something like you could just explore freely.
Honestly,
I
this
thought
portion.
so too, but this looks small to me. It looks condensed.
No,
you know?
this portion to me, in Pokemon context, is pretty much when you're first starting out, and you just happen, what in the beginning towns you could look across. Like I don't know if you guys remember Generation 4, where you had the lake, that legendary lake.
oh,
right
yeah.
outside your
those
town?
lakes.
Yeah, where you
It's
find
like-
like the one of the three like legendary things.
What are they even
like,
called?
The
Like I know their
Uh,
names,
Miss
but I'm
Spirit-
saying
they're-
like what are they called as a group?
the three legendary
Uh,
spirits. No.
Yeah, I think so.
Are they?
Is it spirits?
Yeah.
Because they represent willpower. I don't know the other two.
Wisdom.
It's willpower, intellect, and
Wisdom.
what is it? Shit, I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's wisdom.
Is it wisdom?
I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. I will look it up. Oh, never mind. They're
And-
called the lake guardians.
Like
There we
guardians?
go.
Yeah, because there's three different lakes.
Represents knowledge, emotion, and willpower.
Okay. So
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Once
Emotion.
Ty Lopez, dude.
emotion? Yeah, because which one's?
But he has a bookshelf in his garage.
It's
Okay.
Yuxi, Misprit, and
Azelf.
Azelf.
Oh.
So which one represents what?
Yuxi represents willpower. I mean, knowledge, because
Yeah.
Emotion is Mesprit, and Azelf is willpower.
Okay. I was just curious, to be honest. Man, I feel like a lot of the stuff I knew back then about Pokemon is fleeting.
It's fading. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fair. This
Time
is
to
part of
play all the
growing up.
games again.
Oh god.
Dude, I'm honestly like this game has got me hyped as a shiny hunter. You know.
Mhm.
I mean, it just depends on how much they nerf it again. You know, it's like, is it gonna be as easy as Let's Go, where all you have to do is just wait?
Didn't they
From the
increase it though?
Huh?
No,
They did
I don't
increase
think they
it.
Whoa,
decreased it.
hold on. Is this a W? This confirms Waluigi's in this game.
Wait.
oh,
Wait,
I
where?
see. I
Man,
see
on the
it.
fucking
Oh.
rock, dude.
Oh yeah.
Waluigi's a special guest.
But
That's his feat.
Or is it
This
Wario?
this character is.
okay. So Chris, let me ask you: would you be interested in doing a shiny Nuzlocke?
Dude, I
Oh.
suck at doing shinies.
Why?
I don't know.
I've never really. I've done it. I tried to do it in Generation 6, and I was like, I cannot bear this.
Dude,
trying
why would you? What did you do? Try to get a shiny starter?
No, I didn't even do any of that. I just tried to get the shiny charm, and then through
Okay.
Wonder Trade, I just got
It's
shiny
like-
starters.
I feel like I would have. Oh
No.
my god, who would put themselves to the torture of doing Gen 6 or Gen 7's tutorial over and over just for
Look,
the gems?
that was one I wanted to get a shiny Rowlet, but I didn't want to go through that.
It takes a minute. It takes like a minute or two just to reset.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're doing an average, that's like 8,000 minutes, dude. It's crazy.
Sun
Yo.
and Moon definitely just hold your hand for like a lot of it.
It was very
I
easy.
mean, dude, it was the 3DS games that had a lot of hand handling, and then a lot of cutscenes.
So this is where watching the Nintendo Direct actually comes into play, because the way they worded, like who this game is for, so it says for veteran players. That's the first thing they said,
That's good.
and then it was for like people holding their Pokeball for the first time in Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu. And then
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
ah, shit. And then he's like, then the very first, like, this is their first game. And I'm like, shit, they're gonna do the hand holding shit again. I do not want that.
I really hope not.
Is there
It's also the first Switch game.
is there difficulty levels in the games?
No.
No.
That'd be
I-
interesting.
I- hold on,
if they,
in
There's a
Pokemon
secret
Black-
difficulty level.
I think in Pokemon Black or Black and 2 they did that, and they made it harder. Cause when you first start out, I'm not sure if you first start out when you launch the game or after you beat the game and you do another run through that it unlocks for you. But you're able to change the difficulty to a little bit harder, so all the Pokemons you encounter are a few levels higher than normal.
So here's where Fire Red and Leaf Green and the original games come in, because technically there was a difficulty setting, but it was never like a, oh, you want to try hard mode, easy mode, medium. It was like based on which starter you chose. So for example, Bulbasaur had type advantage against the first two gyms. So he would be the easiest starter to use. Squirtle would have advantage against the first, and then Charmander would have a disadvantage against the first and the second. So if you chose Charmander, you would have the highest difficulty in that game.
I always chose it. I always did it.
It's a pretty interesting
Charmander.
way
No,
to put difficulty.
first one I chose in Leaf Green Fire Red was Bulbasaur.
No, you know what's cool is the
Mine
stuff
was
that
Charmander
happens
for sure.
after you beat the Elite Four in some of them. You
Huh?
know, there was in I believe Fire Red and Leaf Green. After you beat the Elite Four, you can go back to the islands and challenge some towers.
The battle towers, yeah.
Yeah, and also in Emerald you could do it afterwards. You could do like that
Yeah, that was pretty
entire
dope.
city.
That was to fight blue or red.
None of those. Those were
Yo,
just like other things.
I thought the tower at the end had like a specific, like quote unquote boss. That
No,
you-
Wait, for which gen are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about Gen
Most.
3 basically.
Gen
'cause
3,
Fire
no,
Red
Gen
and,
3 had like
Emerald.
that like post game where you could challenge the what was it, man?
The battle towers, dude.
It
Yeah,
was it the Battle Tower? Because
It was
the
I know that was for Gen.
It was the Battle
7.
Frontier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Those are
the
cool.
main one was the battle tower.
Yo, I liked how like in Gold and Silver, it's like, oh, you beat the game, now you could go back and go to Kanto.
But I mean, like,
Yes.
it's not really.
See-
you weren't really beating the game. It was still like, oh, you made it through the halfway point. It wasn't like this is the end game. The
But
end
you
game
beat
was
the
with,
league in Johto. You mean you know?
Yeah.
So you went through one league already. And I wish more Pokemon games would do this, where they would go and revisit some regions in the past Because I get that, especially for the Pokebank, they want to make money on being able to, separate the games, not let you transfer them between them freely. But I think it's also stupid.
Well, the thing about that with Gen 2 was that was supposed to be their last game, so they included it with Generation 1. And they didn't. So that's why in the very first Gold, Crystal, and Silver, they had that where you're able to beat the first Johto region, and then you go back to Kanto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after that, they realized how much money they were making, so they're like, all right, screw it, let's just keep making more.
Can I just say that the real MVP of the Pokemon series was Crystal, for me personally? Because that's the first game they included shinies in.
The first
you had a really good chance of getting a shiny from the daycare, because the first egg they gave you had a really high chance of getting you a shiny Pokemon.
That is lies, man. That Togepi never became shiny for
No,
me.
it wasn't a Togepi. It wasn't a guaranteed Togepi. The
It
first
wasn't-
egg that they give you is it could be a, what is it? The pre-evolution of Hitmontop, Tyrogue.
I never got into that.
Yeah, it could be a Tyrogue, a Clef. It has to be one of the baby Pokemons, like Magby, Tyrogue, like and all those.
Yeah, every time I played it, it was always a Togepi, man.
So,
I think you're thinking of a different egg, because there's the egg from the parcel, and then there's the egg from the daycare.
Then I don't remember. Then I don't remember.
Let me ask you this: what was your first Pokemon game you guys played?
Was
It
it
was
Fire Red or
yellow.
it
Silver?
was silver.
Mine was Silver and Gold. I remember because I went to an old Hollywood video and I went to Game Crazy. Yeah, Game Crazy. That's what it was called. And two of my older cousins were getting Fire Red, Leaf Green, and I was like, I want one of those games, and I ended up getting both Gold and Silver.
Yeah, see, my issue was I played Yellow first, and then I lost it, and then I bought Red, the original Red, and oh yeah, it was Red because I like Charizard, and then I got confused on why I couldn't get the other two starters. I was so confused.
You were like, I have to buy the games for those.
No,
What's it
no, because-
called?
Because in Yellow they give you all three starters, including Pikachu, but with the separate editions, Red and Blue, you only get to choose one unless you trade it with your other friends, which at that time I had no friends.
Yeah.
I
Feel
think
sad.
that was most people who played Pokemon, unless you lived in a
Makes sense.
heavily populated area. Because
I mean,
our
Pokemon
first
Mania
experience
was
was
a
in
thing,
Mexico,
you know?
right?
Yeah, what's it called? Our silver wasn't even our own. It was a kid
A
there.
cousin.
He stole it.
It
from
wasn't a
him.
cousin, dude.
Did you
beat
did
him
you
up.
steal it?
He was just a friend.
Was a friend.
Oh, it was him. Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, and he had a
But
Game Boy Color, and we would play Silver on it. And it's also, I think he also had Crystal,
I think so.
I'm
He
not
didn't
too
let us
sure.
touch Crystal though.
but we ended up playing Fire Red over in another part of Mexico, and that was the
That
first
was my
game we
Christmas
owned.
gift.
That was the first one we owned.
Yeah.
Was the game in Spanish?
No.
My dad actually sent it to us because he was still in the United States, and so for Christmas he sent us a Game Boy Advance SP.
Whoa, dang.
Oh,
Fire Red.
fancy.
Innovation, right? What's it called?
But the wireless like trade thing that's supposed to come with it didn't get shipped with it.
Oh,
Oh.
man, GG.
I know they took it out, but I have no idea why.
Thank God for
If it's something for, like,
wireless
the
trading
border thing.
nowadays.
Yeah, right. But what's it called? And also, we also experienced Sapphire, because that was the cousin, by the way, you're thinking of.
Did he
played
have Sapphire? I
Yeah,
thought he
had
played
Sapphire.
Fire Red with us.
No, he didn't have time for bitch ass Fire Red. He had Sapphire. That's the new generation.
Quate, right?
No, it wasn't Quate. It was,
I know he was
Ah,
huge.
yes. That
Oh,
one.
It was the
fan.
gay one.
That one
But
person
anyway,
we don't know.
I forget his
Well,
name.
Frankie knows.
Yeah,
Frankie
I-
knows.
yeah.
Wow.
But what do you guys think of the character customization? Because
We haven't really seen it.
They look
Yeah.
more mature, at least.
Yeah, they look more mature.
I'm waiting for when
It's good.
Pokemon finally realizes that a majority of their audience right now is like 20 years
no longer
old.
kids.
Yeah, and they had guns.
No.
Yeah, guns.
yeah.
But I would like the designs
He
of their
starts vaping.
characters to reflect that
Yeah.
a little bit more.
But
Like their attire and stuff, because this still looks very much like his mom dressed him.
What are you talking about?
I
He
do
looks
I mean,
mean,
that's how you
snazzy.
dress.
don't you see
Oh,
like
shh.
the green plaid man? Like this guy's cool.
Yeah, he's a fucking gangster right there. Oh, let
until-
me
Is that
ask you.
flat screen TV?
Let me. Oh, yeah. He's
wealthy.
making more bank than any of us combined.
Isn't that how you make money though? Like you just beat up other trainers, Pokemon, and they
If
give
only
you
it
money
was
for
that
it?
easy.
Basically.
What's it called?
How
Let me
does
ask
their
you this,
economy
guy.
even work though?
What do you mean?
Dude, their healthcare system is bomb as fuck.
It's
For the
literally run by
Pokemon,
one woman.
What happens? What happens to you?
What?
You
They
never
don't have
get
hospitals.
Yeah, you never get sick. Right?
Wait, has there ever been a
sick.
human
Your Pokemon
hospital?
uses recover on you.
I don't think
And
I've
then you
seen
just
a
get better.
human hospital in
In
any
the
game.
don't-
Or,
in
like,
the
TV
anime they
shows.
have, and
They
have.
do. I've
Yeah.
never
Have
seen
they?
one.
But it was let me see. If I can
Isn't it
find
combination?
It was like a
Like
little
literally,
clinic.
it's a Pokemon Center,
wait,
but
yeah,
it
is it-
treats people.
Why would I want to take the care of a
it-
doctor who specializes in Pokemon? They don't know how my bypass works.
Was it in the band episode with like the tentacle?
I think
and stuff?
so. I think so.
Because I could see that being like the thing where because they destroyed the buildings and everything.
I
But
think
they
that was-
destroyed the only
That was an
hospital they
absolute
had.
terrorist attack.
I think that was a just a business building, dude.
Dude, it's
Was
so
it?
sad. There's no
Yeah.
hospitals in Pokemon. What happens if you get the flu?
I mean, they have
Yeah,
a
I
bunch of
guess I'll
cemeteries
die.
for a reason.
So, what's it called? Let me ask you guys the question. How do you guys feel that it's the region is primarily set in the United Kingdom?
Oh yeah, supposedly. That's
Suppose- what do you
even
mean
from the- no,
supposedly?
I
get
mean,
a picture of the like overall landscape. It looks like England.
I have it somewhere.
It's
Well,
England,
it's
man.
they said that the lower it's a mixture between the United Kingdom, and then if I remember correctly, it was like the Scotland area for like the mountains.
That is the
Scotland.
UK in a
Yeah,
nutshell,
that's
dude.
still the UK.
Well, I'm just saying.
Are they
That's
gonna
the-
include
that's-
Ireland?
That's well, wherever we find potatoes is where Ireland is. Okay.
No, let's not talk about Ireland right now.
So what happens if they approve Brexit? Will we just
Oh,
not play
shit.
the game?
Oh my
I
god.
think at that point, the land will just be split into a bunch of different
Yeah,
sections.
this map is hella cool, dude. I love it.
I assume the Pokemon League is going to be that like pointy thing.
That-
That's in the back.
I don't know what else it could be. You know.
It's so cool. I have a feeling these lakes in the center are gonna be a Pokemon. Like there's gonna be like one of the mythical ones in there.
Maybe.
All
wait, wait.
I'm curious on your guys' take, because for the past few games, there's been a few of these, and I've never really been much of a fan. But like the Pokemon contest, the Pokemon, I guess what was it like, 4-way battle royale in Sun and
Mhm.
Moon. Those little game modes. What do you think would be in here?
We saw soccer, didn't we?
Yeah.
It looked like
you're
soccer.
You're talking
It
about the
did.
field, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It looked like he was wearing a jersey and he was gonna play some football, man.
Football.
Some
It is in
football.
the UK, so yeah. Football.
It is in the like you said.
Just have an
It's
Onyx
definitely
be a
popular.
goalie.
Oh, next vehicle.
My,
it's gonna-
Snorlax,
Snorlax,
dude.
No,
yeah,
like,
but-
dude, yeah, he's the obvious choice.
But,
What if they make? What if they attach rods in him and it's like a foosball?
Do you guys think we're gonna be able to go to like these small islands on the side?
That's
I would
Ireland
think
right
so.
there.
I really hope so.
On the
man.
side, the only one that looks like accessible is the one to the far right, next to the
Yeah,
Near
the
the
one near
mountains,
us. No, yeah.
yeah.
It looks like it has a few
Mountains.
green
No,
lines.
I think maybe
No,
the
bottom
one
left.
bottom
Bottom
left
left.
because that one's actually pretty big.
Hmm.
But what I meant to bring up with what I was saying before is I miss, especially I think Ivan will understand this more than you guys. I miss the gambling you could do in Fire Red
Yes.
and Leaf Green.
my
Oh,
God.
I was so
It's a kid's
sad.
game.
And
I
then
was
they
sad
took-
that they
took
took
that
off
because
for
it was a
Let's
kid's
Go.
game, right?
This is why
The
you're
casino
a problem.
was so good though.
It was, and
They
then you
took-
could like trade in your points to get like a
Porygon.
the Porygon. Yes. Oh my god, I loved it.
No, this is why we have loot boxes in our games.
Yep, that's
But
where
we
it all
don't need a
started.
loot box in this.
You guys blame
Pokemon
EA, but it
loot
was
box.
actually Nintendo.
But no, for real, like I would like something casino related in here. I know it doesn't fit the theme, but man, I
or
would
maybe
love it.
to like appease your feeling, maybe an arcade.
An arcade of some. I like mini games inside the game,
I'm
but I
gonna be
don't
so
like
upset.
the contests for
Yeah.
some fucking reason. Because I've never understood. Oh, let me get all the beauty fucking contests done.
I want Pokeblocks to come back, man.
Pokeblocks.
You know,
are
oh,
awesome.
you know what I
God.
really want? I want the mining back.
mining
the
was
Generation
the
4
best
was
fucking
really good.
feature.
That was
Yeah.
so
That's
cool.
probably I spent more time in the mining than I did playing the game.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
in
sure.
the commercial, we did see that mine.
Did we?
we
Did
did see
we?
the mine.
Yeah.
It looked like a cave though, more so.
Yeah,
It's like,
I thought it was a cave. I
like,
didn't
that's
think it was
their-
a
that's
mine.
their
I don't
Mount
know.
Moon.
I thought it was a mine because of like
But-
all the gems and crystals on the side.
it's just
Being
Oh,
it's
able-
no,
pretty.
that's more. Yeah, it's more like a cave. You know how like
Yeah.
the Diglett cave and all the other caves. That's how I see it.
But
Mm.
like, the best thing about the digging thing was that you could make your own hideout, and then if you were nearby another friend who was playing at the time or at school,
You could set traps.
you could set traps, or they could visit your hideout, and you could
And
go around
steal your
digging together.
Oh,
Didn't they
no.
do? It wasn't that exploited in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where it's
They
like
didn't have
How?
that. No,
They
Omega
no,
didn't
had
they
that.
had that. They had the
The
tree
Funhouse.
bases,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and what's it called? They would set their Pokemon to be like Chansey or Blissey, and it would rack you a shit ton of XP, and you would rank up beyond belief, and that's how you power leveled in that game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Man, I
So
need to
there'd
look
be,
into
like, a bunch
that.
of-
But it still took forever though.
I mean it's faster than the any other way.
I mean, I get that.
I prefer
but-
going through the Pokemon League.
Pokemon
with,
League.
Yeah, just going through the Pokemon League and just using.
That's what I
level
really
100
liked
to
about
beat
the
everything.
Kalos one, or not the Kalos, the new one, the Alola one, is that every time you did the Pokemon League, the champion, since you were the one defending your title, you would have to challenge like a different person. And it was like
Mhm, that was
a
pretty
good
dope.
rotation
oh, yeah,
of
that was
people.
nice.
I'd like to apologize to you right now, Frankie,
Yeah.
because I'm looking at my audio levels and like sometimes they're good and then other times they just like drop so hard.
It's fine.
We'll fix it in post.
Mhm.
We'll fix everything in post. Jesus, we'll
yeah.
add some dialogue for him.
Oh man, we'll just put a like the Siri. Hey Siri, talk for Jesus.
It's like, yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh.
Jesus, why don't you
Yeah.
you say something that you wanted to know or
Yeah, you've been
found
quiet the
interesting
entire
from the
time.
trailer?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys been explaining the whole thing, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
I don't
it
know
could-
much
it
about
could also-
Pokemans.
Exactly. Like maybe in a different subject, Jesus will be talking more than us.
Just wait until we start talking
Okay,
about
well-
Marvel.
What did you guys think about the movie? I mean, the Detective Pikachu? The trailer?
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
trailer.
That piqued
Since you
my
guys
interest
forced me
way
to
more.
watch it.
Dude, the Bulbasaur, so adorable.
Do you think it's too late?
I think
like,
the Growlithe is pretty cute. Apom looked fucking disgusting.
Apom was
um,
okay.
Jigglypuff is definitely a rapist.
Can we talk about how
no.
my boy Ludicolo?
Ludicolo is
Oh,
the
Ludic-
bomb.
dude.
Yes.
That guy's amazing.
That Bulbasaur.
Yo,
though.
Pikachu's addicted to caffeine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
not
so-
not every Pikachu, just that Pikachu.
No, just this
in
Pikachu.
general.
But
Just
the
that
thing,
Pikachu
the thing is, in the
particular.
trailer, he said that he used to remember. He woke
He
up.
doesn't
with
remember
amnesia.
anything. Yeah.
That reminds
Yeah.
me of the mystery
Entei.
mystery dungeon games.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
Oh,
How many of those did you actually play though?
I played only one, and that's what the
The-
Charmander cover.
was it the Game Boy one? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was the best one, in my opinion, because I haven't played the others.
No, you did.
Which
You
one?
played the ones for DS.
Barely. I didn't
Yo,
touch them.
one
The
of my
memes
friends-
that have come out from this guy have been hilarious.
The Ludicolo, yes.
Dude,
What are
Uh,
some of the
I aspire
memes?
to look like Ludicolo. Look at him.
Yo, one of my friends mentioned this, but why does Charizard look like Scrappy Doo from the
like,
Oh,
from
God.
the
man.
movie?
oh, shit. Can you put a picture of
Can we
Charizard?
make sure that the guy who's
And
doing the
compare
special
them?
effects for this
my
isn't the same guy?
I mean, to be fair, Charizard
Yes.
looks pretty detailed and pretty well made.
But this is years later. But can we make sure it's not the same guy who's making these?
It's so weird.
Dude, that
He just
Yeah.
inverted the jaw. And that's
Dude,
it.
That's his final form.
That's his final form.
This
that's
is-
his,
this-
that's his
this
third
is-
mega.
This is Mega
Let's
Z.
put a
Scrappy
side by
Doo.
side comparison.
Oh my
Yo, can I
God.
just say that this freaking movie is promoting a lot of illegal activity?
You
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
it's
the
promoting
cage
underground
fighting?
syndicates,
Oh,
cage
Cage
yeah,
fighting?
I see it. I see it.
Cage
Where-
It's
where's
a
my-
Pokemon battle, man. It's a Pokemon battle. It's
Yeah,
like,
but
it's
there's
perfectly
legitimate
legal.
Pokemon battles, and then there's this underground betting bullshit.
And listen,
I mean-
we
Where
can
you
have this
put
in
a
a
Pikachu
movie.
up against Charizard.
We can have this in a movie, but we can't have gambling in the game. Come on. Seems like a stretch, you know.
Yo,
Well, to
can I
be
just
fair,
say that Pikachu looked fucking adorable when he was trying to cry after going into the ring fighting Charizard?
Well, to
Oh,
be
yeah.
fair, Jason, you know, you do have a
Pika.
kind of a problem with gotcha games.
I do.
Dang.
Okay, that's for another day.
Oh yeah, we can talk about gotcha games on here, huh?
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
for
man.
another day, a different topic.
And different topic, a different.
Yeah, different topic.
I mean, we're not structured at all. But these memes are beautiful.
are
I'm
you
trying
gonna post
to-
these? Are you gonna post these memes up here?
I'm trying to see why they included the legendary Gen 4 legendaries in here.
The legendary what?
The
cut
legendary
out.
blank.
Are you talking about the statues of the Dialga,
Oh,
Palkia,
yeah.
and Arceus?
That
Yeah,
made me really happy, but it
because
also
that
made
was
me
the
very
matter.
pissed off. Where
Why
the
did it make
fuck
you-
is Giratina?
He's in the mirror dimension. No one knows about him.
Oh shit, he could be a
Wait.
plot point, you know.
Except
Question.
for Ash.
So does the movie only
Yes.
cover like one specific gen or like all of them?
No, it's
No,
all.
So
Because
far,
Greninja's
it's
there.
all the way up to Gen 6. I've not seen any
Wait.
of the Gen 7.
What Gen 6 have you seen?
Greninja.
Greninja.
Oh,
for one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Duh,
Greninja's
come on.
Gen 5.
Gen 7, I haven't seen any of the starters.
I
I'm
now I
have
want to go
look
back through the trailer and see if
No.
they're not starters, but at least any
No,
Gen
we
7
have not seen a
Pokemon.
single Gen 7
I-
Pokemon.
Honestly, I feel like it's gonna be more towards like Gen 1 because that's like that hits like the.
Well, I mean,
Well,
you gotta
back.
think how long this movie's been in production, you know.
Yeah,
They did
I'm pretty sure it has to
see-
be before Gen 7 came out.
You did I mean, did they show Mewtwo? So it
Yeah, they did
does-
show Mewtwo.
Did they show him Mega Evolving?
No.
No.
They just showed Mewtwo
But
breaking
Mega,
the
Mega, Mega
Macy's
Evolved
parade down.
Mewtwo is
He
Gen
looked like a
6.
badass.
Did he?
I don't know. I don't want this to be.
Mewtwo
Hey, let
looked
me
pretty
turn this
awesome.
person into. No, I know.
Oh, no.
He was
they-
doing
they-
some
they-
illegal activities though.
So if you guys are looking at the trailer at timestamp 43 seconds, you can see a poster of Pancham. So that's
That's still Gen.
no, that's Gen. Is that Gen
5.
6 still?
That's Gen 5. Pancham?
That's
No,
Gen
Pancham-
5.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Pancham
dude.
was like. black
Pancham
and
was
white,
not Gen
right?
5. No.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Oh my
Pangoro is Gen
God.
5.
Then which one am I thinking about? Oh shit.
I
And it
think
had-
you mistaken it for the fuzzy bear looking shit.
Oh
Hmm.
no.
forget
but
its name.
How do I confuse a bear with a guy? Well, I don't know. Let's see. I'm looking at it. Hold on.
Detective
Staring.
Pikachu, the second trailer.
Yeah.
I don't think. I'm gonna scrub through this, but
Yo.
I don't think there is any.
Do you,
Yeah,
like,
there's Snubbull.
from-
So there's Gen 2. Dude, I want to see a Cyndaquil so bad.
can
Or
I
a
ask you
Totodile.
guys, how well do you think this movie will do?
I think it'll do pretty
I mean,
well.
so far it
honestly.
looks
Yeah.
nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
as long as it does better than fucking. What's it called? Alita?
Alita.
But Alita
mean-
was actually a good movie though.
The eyes will forever disturb me.
How
I don't
though?
know you.
Like that's just like a lame excuse.
They reduced the eyes because it disturbed people.
Because people like
Did they?
you.
They did
Yep.
reduce it.
Her eyes are
Oh
too
man,
big.
then I guess I will see it. No, because I understand it was supposed to be an anime movie, right? And in anime they have big eyes. But
Well, not even that.
for s-
She herself has big eyes.
like, she's a robot, right?
More like an
Yeah.
android, but yeah,
Okay, so she's part human.
a little bit.
So
Those
is
eyes
her
ain't human.
physiology beforehand include those eyes?
To be fair, I didn't see the
I don't
movie,
know.
so I'm not.
It's
complaining.
it's,
I'm
really,
not
it's
entirely sure.
complicated, and hopefully they make like more movies. But you know, then there's people like you
Like
who
Alita
refuse
did?
to see
Look,
it
I'll,
because of
I'll
her
watch it
eyes.
for you. I'll watch it for you, Jesus.
You should watch it in like the best format you can, because action scenes are so good.
Okay. You're the movie buff here, so
Yeah,
I will take your word for it.
Do you think you'll enjoy watching Detective Pikachu, Jesus?
Honestly, yes,
Yes.
Let me put it this way.
because of
I
Ryan
don't-
Reynolds.
Yes.
Because Ryan Reynolds. Do you
I
think
don't
we should
think
watch
this
it
will
in
be
like
a
a good
sophisticated
screen?
movie.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like Oscar nominated for like best supporting actor.
I do
You know,
think it will be
Pikachu.
a fun movie. Like, I don't think it's going to be anything that people are going to be talking about later on saying, oh, this was revolutionary. But I do
Yeah.
think people right now will be like, this was something fun to watch with
It's gonna be
friends
like
or family.
Venom,
Can
Where
we
it's like
talk about
fun
how?
movie.
Can we talk about how the girl has a Psyduck, which kind of reminds me of Misty?
Yes.
Wait,
Misty
which girl?
ain't gonna be in here.
Yo, can I just say that Psyduck looks fucking broken in the movie?
Does he though?
And I'm so upset that he's not that broken in the games. Also, Magikarp. I want Magikarp to be better.
No, I want to see
They're gonna
Magikarp
show
grilled
him
on a
as sushi.
stick. Yeah, I want to see him
God.
grilled on a stick because they need to show that they eat
Won't they show the
Pokemon.
little? They're in the TV show. The little like fish-looking things that are in the shape of Magikarp, but they're like bread with bean paste in them.
No, you're not eating a fucking Magikarp. You're
Jelly
eating bean
donuts?
paste.
No.
I wanna
It's
see
like
them eat a
red
Magikarp.
bean bun, but it's in the shape of a Magikarp in the anime. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah. Yeah, what's it called? I just want to see Magikarp being eaten. I think
Oh my,
I
what's
think it's
wrong
gonna be
with you?
good though. Do you think we should? Is it even in IMAX? Jesus, do you know?
I probably will, but personally, I don't like IMAX. I prefer Dolby.
Too
Just 'cause
loud.
Which one did you
Right.
see Attila then?
Don't.
I saw it in IMAX because it was cheap.
T-Mobile
Yo.
Tuesdays.
Can we bring up the whole like ground flipping?
What?
Like what was up with that? Like on timestamp 1 minute and 59
Oh,
seconds
yeah.
into the commercial. What is up with the ground?
Wait,
Hold
in
on,
which
hold on.
commercial?
Second one.
where they probably encounter a legendary or something like that.
I
that
feel
moves
sorry
the ground.
for the audience, but
I-
what commercial are we talking about?
the,
Second
trailer.
trailer.
For Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at minute 59.
Minute 59.
159.
Yeah.
259.
That's when
Second
Mewtwo shows up.
159.
No, that's before Mewtwo shows up.
Yeah.
Go back a little bit. He's talking about how the landscape is changing.
So it's before that?
Yeah, dude. 159.
In the second trailer.
Yes, dude. It starts
Oh,
at
there.
157.
It starts at 154.
Oh, what? Okay, whatever.
Are you
I guess
watching
it depends which one you're doing it from. I'm watching
Yeah, it might
the
be a
Warner
different,
Brothers
slightly
UK.
different trailer.
I'll post the link in the chat for
Yeah,
the
this
trailer.
is that would be very helpful, please.
What's the monkey with the hand in the back? What's his name?
Apom.
He
That's
looks
the one
Oh
that
my
said
terrifying.
god,
looks
he's so
disgusting.
terrifying.
Good. Can we talk about Licky Tongue?
What that tongue do?
But yeah, like that ground flipping, and also I wish you could do this in like Pokemon
What if that's
games,
just
but,
Earthquake?
But why would like if a bunch of Pokemons could use Earthquake, why would that whole thing happen every single time they use it?
Super Earthquake.
Who's saying it doesn't?
It's magnitude 9, man.
Maybe they're
Yeah,
in
what is stronger,
California.
Magnitude 10 or Earthquake?
What does more damage? Earthquake is more consistent because it does base damage. Magnitudes, are just literally gambling from 1 to 10. But I think 10 is stronger than Earthquake.
Okay.
But if
Also-
you want consistency, then Earthquake.
At 159, what's the second Pokemon? I see
159.
Pikachu. What's the other one?
The one in the backpack?
Second one?
That's Psyduck.
That's not Psyduck.
That's Psyduck.
Yeah, that's Psyduck.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Psyduck.
You can see his duck build.
His
I
beady
see that,
eyes,
but it looks
his
like it has
cold dead
hair.
stare looking at you.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Pikachu
Psyduck has hair. Did you think it was like all
Wouldn't he
leathery
have
and
feathers
like
though,
slick?
since he's a duck?
Dude, it's a duck. How would you not know this?
I
Yo,
don't know. Maybe
I-
it's the picture quality that I'm looking at, but
I want to
Do
bring
ducks
this
have
up.
feathers?
Yes.
Yes.
wait.
Okay, okay.
Did you-
I was
did-
like, wait.
Are you okay?
Oh
Wait.
man, he had a moment.
He only knows about cats.
But I
Also-
want to bring up a minute 23. What is that Flareon doing? Like,
Second
it's like you-
23?
I
yeah,
think
a minute
okay, so
23.
there's two things that came into my mind. Either it just evolved into a Flareon, or if you guys remember in Gen 1 where Bill used the machine to turn himself into a Pokemon,
Mhm.
that what it looks like to me. But looking at the visual effects, the little blue lighting around it, it looked like it's an evolution.
Oh, that okay. Now that makes sense.
Yeah, it looks like he's.
I think it
evolving.
might be an evolution.
I mean, it's
Okay.
like I would hope they would use a firestone. To be honest with you.
I was kind of confused with that. I was like, what? It's like, is he
It's
being
It's
resurrected?
like imagine if they retcon every concept of evolution. It's like yeah, he just evolves through friendship.
Yo, this
Also,
this
that's not the
part-
same thing.
Mhm.
Oh wait, that's
What?
a thing. You can evolve
Yeah.
through friendship. Oh no.
Yeah. Friendship at the dark gets you Umbreon. Friendship during the day gets you
So-
Espeon.
So that's another thing to take into consideration with that trailer. Like, that's not the same thing.
What are you talking about?
The explosion scene before it and him evolving is not the chamber.
No, yeah, I know that.
No, I'm
Okay.
saying that's what when I first saw it, it came into my mind. Either somebody just became a Pokemon or it evolved.
Mm,
Gotcha.
okay.
I'm more interested in the
Mm.
chamber.
Yo, did
The
any of you
chamber's
catch?
Mewtwo.
Is
Yeah,
it?
but he's
Oh,
coming out of
I
it.
see its silhouette.
He's coming
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
and then if you look at when he comes out, you can see the hands.
But did any of you catch the Gengars around the Blastoise?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
The fact that it's
Gang-
4 Gengars against 1 Blastoise.
it's more than 4.
Is it?
Okay. Let's change it. It's not Earth. Wait, there we go. That's probably the event that caused it. 133.
Mewtwo. Oh.
Me too's cool, man.
One.
Do you think Mew would be in there? Did they show Mew already?
Mm. No, Mew? What?
Mew.
The
No, I haven't
Thunderbolt?
seen Mew.
No,
No.
he's talking about.
133
He's
is
talking
not
about.
Thunderbolt.
If you're looking at the one I'm looking at, it's 137, where
Oh.
the little seismic explosion happens. I don't think that would cause an earthquake, though.
Groudon's coming out from the.
I mean,
From
if
it.
Groudon comes out, it could be Fissure.
Yeah.
Because what's it called? I remember when what movie was it? It was with Jirachi that they summoned Groudon.
Oh, the
Groudon-
Wishmaker.
Yeah, and Groudon was like just destroying the earth.
But that was considered a fake Groudon, though.
Was it?
Yeah. It
I
wasn't.
mean, if
it
you see
wasn't.
the
It wasn't genuine. It wasn't the genuine Groudon that you know.
if you see the generation shorts from Pokemon, they have the actual Kyogre and Groudon fighting, and you see how destructive they can be, which is really cool. Have you seen that one, Chris?
I don't think so.
It's so cool,
You're
dude.
talking about the
The generation shorts.
Not the not the shorts. I thought you were talking about the Latias and Latios.
The Latios and Latios?
Yeah. What was that? Pokemon 2000?
No, 2000 was.
Yo, can I just say, probably the best looking legendary ever is Latias.
Like in what way? Like in a
Best looking?
in a sexual way?
No, I think.
Are you
Let me rephrase that. I think it's one of the kindest looking Pokemon.
Okay.
okay? Yeah, I agree with you. Jirachi's also one of the kindest looking.
Mm-hmm.
Jirachi also has a third eye though.
In his belly that hasn't opened because when he opens that, the world will actually end.
No, he grants a wish.
No,
Yes.
he grants wishes naturally.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Because remember, Max was well,
No.
he was
the
wishing,
third eye
but
has to
then
be
it was
open.
it was teleportation that he was just doing, because he teleported the snacks from the stand into like the trailer.
No, it's like I forget what it was specifically. It's like once he makes enough wishes, he goes back to sleep, or once he opens his eye and unleashes
Well, here's the
destruction
thing.
upon the earth.
What was
My,
it,
my
the
argument
Infinite
for
Susanoo?
Latias. Oh, sorry. Go.
What?
So my argument for Latias, right, for being the like kindest Pokemon, it's a trickster, sure, but it can also transform into a human form.
Yeah, I remember Latias kissed Ash.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like with the
First
tongue and everything?
Pokemon crossover that we've seen in the anime. Is it the last?
What do you mean?
When a Pokemon actually kisses a human?
I mean, because there's no other Pokemon that I know of that has the capability of turning into a human.
Zoroark.
Zoroark, yes. He is right. Zoroark
Oh,
can turn
I
human.
did not know that.
But
But-
I guess my other question to you guys is, so for the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's gonna be a lot of nerds like us in the movie theaters just being like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I know he's using water shuriken, or he's using fissure." Like, I feel like
Hmm.
that might actually happen.
I want to hear the guy
I don't
who
think so. I think it's gonna
vibe?
attract a lot of normies. To be completely honest.
It will.
I mean, do you guys
Because-
remember the Broly movie? It wasn't like that when I went to go see it.
I know the My Hero movie was like that.
Really
Everyone
was.
was like
Yeah.
Texas Smash.
Yeah, and like everyone was dressed up like
Plus
there was
Ultra?
people cosplaying. There was like people with like My Hero shirts. Like I was walking around the mall and some dude was like wearing like a My Hero like hat and he saw my shirt and he was like and we just stared at each other like, hey.
You guys made out?
So here's my thing
Passionate
about
kiss.
that though, or my reasoning why that would happen.
And they had a
My
lot of
Hero
tongue.
is not as mainstream as Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z will attract a lot more normal fans.
Well, in
where-
that case,
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Pokemon
My
is
Hero
more.
will attract them weebs
Yeah.
like
But, I mean,
yours
like,
truly.
my-
But normie weebs,
My
not like
Hero
the
has
the
has
weeb
been
weebs.
getting
The
I
super
don't know.
mainstream.
Cosplayers are up there, man. Even though
Cosplay?
me and Chris want to do cosplay.
dude same.
Everyone
we
wants
need
to
to
do
get in
cosplay
shape.
here, except Jesus wants to be a cat.
What? I never said
Oh,
that.
furry!
What?
His
He's a-
persona.
He's just
His
persona as a
persona,
cat. Then
dude.
yeah, but yeah, what's it called? I feel like Pokemon's gonna attract more normal people.
Jesus, you can be the cat from Hunter x Hunter, just the male version.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I enjoy about like Pokemon anime, like video games. It's like if you go to like an event, like let's say the Pokemon movie, you know everyone there you have something in common with. You all like Pokemon.
Do you though?
Sometimes.
Probably
I mean,
But
not.
isn't that
like-
any
like-
event? Like any event specifically made for that?
It's
Like,
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon tournaments, dude. Card and video game, and then
Yeah, dude, the
no, but what I
regionals
mean
and the
is
internet.
that applies to any subject.
No, yeah. I was just bringing up like those are the subjects that apply to me. Type of
'Cause-
thing.
I'm like, if you go to a gathering for My Hero specifically, a lot of people, if not everybody there, is gonna be a fan of My Hero.
Question. Is
Yes.
Deoxys a legendary Pokemon?
Yes, he
yes,
is.
Yes.
he's a virus type of.
Whoa,
alien
don't call him a
thing.
virus. He has
He's an
feelings.
alien.
Fuck
Well,
you.
that's what he
Chris.
is, dude.
No. You know what was really cool in Gen 4 as well? It's like if you transferred Deoxys, you could use the meteorites in that one town and change his
Oh,
form.
changing the forms was cool.
That's so cool, dude.
Which one was the
Yo,
most viable form? For
I-
Deoxys and Pikachu?
What in terms of what competitive wise, it'll be
Yeah.
I think
Was it-
attack or defense. I
Speed.
don't remember. Speed is. I mean,
You guys played Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, right?
This
Of
is
course.
yeah.
No?
yes.
Yes.
That's his favorite
Okay,
one. Remember?
so I liked how like at the end they had like the separate like story arc for Rayquaza,
Rayquaza.
Oh, the Delta. The Delta.
yeah, the
thing?
Delta
Yeah.
story.
Rayquaza?
where it's yeah
Rayquaza.
Rayquaza.
Oh my God.
Tomato.
But,
Rayquaza.
I how like you had to specifically get on like Latias, well the Ultra form, and
Whichever
then,
version.
like, yeah, and fly up there like in an astronaut.
I'm gonna be honest
outfit.
with you. I really didn't like the mega forms of Latios and Latias.
I hate that they made them the same.
Yeah,
And this is what Chris wants.
That is what you.
I mean.
I fucking hate you.
How I see it is like the mega evolution is like both of them like combining together like a fusion type of
I
thing.
like their shiny form.
I love Latias shiny form the most.
Yes.
Out of all the shiny legendaries, I
A
think.
gold-
no,
legendary.
Rayquaza shiny. out of the
Rayquaza's just
legendaries.
black. What do you mean?
Yes, but he
Rayquaza?
looks like so badass.
Rayquaza.
Actually, probably out of all the legendary shiny forms,
Suicune.
it'll be tough. No, it wouldn't be Suicune, though I do love Suicunes. It would probably be Ho-Oh?
I thought you liked Lugia.
No, Lugia just turns pink. It's the same
Let's
reason I don't
see.
choose Groudon, because he just turns like a weird yellow.
It's greenish.
Shiny- I mean, we could look up shiny legendary list or like picture.
Arceus sucks. 'Cause he just
Reshiram
turned
and
Kyoto 2.
Zekroms both suck, by the way.
Yes, they do. They actually suck.
And they were locked. They were gen locked.
I like Giratina's.
Giratina's
is
is
dope.
probably the best.
I like
Sure.
Palkia's for some reason. It's
It's
like a nicer
slightly
shade.
pinker.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a nicer
which
shade of what
ones?
he normally is.
Rayquaza.
I don't. It's the same reason I don't like Charizard as my favorite shiny because I don't like it just being a black color.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
These little legendary shinies.
Yvelta's shiny is
Wait,
really good.
Are those the shinies or is it just a random
Yeah, those are
picture I found?
shinies.
All right, cool.
But
They kind of just look washed out.
Yeah, they
no, this picture is washed out for sure.
Ah.
Deoxys turned
Yeah.
gold. Celebi turned pink, which I thought was cool.
I'm trying to
um,
find like a good picture.
Raikou was pretty cool. But yeah, probably either Ho-Oh or Giratina would be my favorite.
Okay, what about favorite shiny in general?
Definitely Cyndaquil all the way. Don't ever fucking argue me.
Absol would be my favorite Pokemon. My favorite
Huh?
shiny.
I don't think I have a favorite shiny.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
Look up Totodile, bro. I think you'd like
I don't know.
Totodile.
I would say probably Umbreon because I like how it's like it has the blue rings instead of the.
Oh, you know what I
yellow.
really love? The most subtle shiny I love is Glaceon's. Because she turns from like a light blue to like a white. And it's like, oh man, it looks so much better. It's like this
Chris,
is like
look
a
up
subtle change.
Totodiles.
I'm not gonna say it's my favorite, but Sandslash with his red spikes reminds me of
Is
Knuckles.
it ice?
Because it reminds you of blood.
Knuckles.
Oh. It reminds you of the
Alolan
people he's
Sandslash?
murdered.
No, regular Sandslash.
Oh, okay.
Alolan Sandslash is actually pretty cool shiny too. Like
You guys
dark
don't
blue.
like Gengar
ice.
shiny?
Gengar shiny.
I like Mega Gengar shiny.
Mega Gengar, yeah. Chris,
Oh,
I hate you.
Litleon. Not Litleo. Not Litleo. God dang it.
Litten?
Litten. Yeah.
Litten.
Litten's also pretty cool. I like the white and red color scheme.
And then it gets fucked up with Incineroar.
Yo, Mega Gengar does look cool shiny.
Oh, what's the spider one for
Yeah, he
Generation 7? The spider one when it evolves is pretty dope.
Spider one?
Gavantula?
Yes.
Are you sure it's Galvantula? Because that's
No,
Generation
that's
6.
that's
Or
Gen,
five,
5. No, I'm talking about the water poison one.
Dewpider?
Yes, that one.
Mm.
Or it's a
Pony.
Yeah.
Ponyta's shiny. Yeah, I think
Ponyta's
it's really
shinies
cool.
is cool. I like Zorua's, but I feel less towards Zoroark's. Because I don't like the purple, but I like the cyan blue
Mhm.
on Zorua. Plus Zorua is probably the cutest Pokemon I know.
What's the
Yeah,
what's,
IQ this. That's debatable.
Cyndaquil.
I don't
Shut
remember
up.
the generation. What was it? Generation 4, the electric cat wolf thing. What was it?
Bidoof.
Beat
What?
you.
Oh,
man.
Shinx.
Uh,
Luxray.
There you go.
Shinx
there
and
you go.
Luxray looked
Luxray,
cool. I
yeah.
loved Luxray's design.
Luxray's amazing, dude.
Yeah. So nice.
Also,
Is he even
like,
competitive viable?
he was
Uh,
definitely competitive viable in the card
Oh, it
game.
does look pretty cool.
At one point.
I knew Jesus would like it.
Shiny?
Yeah.
Shiny Luxray looks cool.
Ooh.
Really? A shiny Luxray.
He does look pretty cool.
You gotta show the
Post-pick,
viewers.
please.
Yeah, you gotta show
Oh,
the
yeah,
viewers.
Most pick.
I'm like after this, I'm gonna save all the pictures that we've shared.
Mm. What's the last main title you've played seriously?
Oh,
Jesus?
that looks so cool.
Yeah. I remember hunting for a shiny Shinx for 2 weeks before I got it. And it's probably still my prized possession Pokemon up there.
I thought it was
Besides
the
my
Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil.
Yeah.
Besides my Cyndaquil.
Oh, what's it called?
A lot-
Jesus.
A lot of people like shiny Greninja.
He's okay.
Fuck,
Yeah,
shiny
that's
Greninja.
pretty
It's
good.
also the black
Yeah.
color scheme.
Yeah,
You
like,
can't
it's
go wrong
sleek.
with it.
It's sleek.
I
Yeah.
know, and that's what makes me hate it.
Oh, wow.
I feel like it's lazy. Because anything that turns into the black palette looks cool.
Are you talking about Haxorus is the best looking black shiny?
I hate Haxorus in general.
I
Yeah,
know.
you're opening a can of worms, bro.
Because
Okay.
it's It's supposed to be. It's
Your
a
opinion
dragon
is not
type, and
valid.
it's not that good.
No, dude, the worst dragon type is Jangmo or whatever the fucking final evolution of that shit. Is
No,
he
dude,
dragon?
that dragon fighting is pretty good.
He looks like shit.
Yes,
He's
of
ground,
course.
isn't
No,
as
he's
well?
fire. He's dragon
He-
fighting.
Yeah, he's a.
He
he's
looks
a,
like
He's
absolute
a boxer,
garbage.
dude.
The
You know who
the
I wish was
Komomo.
better?
Yeah.
Komodo.
Yeah.
Komodo.
Komodo.
Oh.
Yeah, I have his giant card like next to me.
He's like Santa, dude. Komodo.
I will say, Pokemon that I wish had better stats and was better for fighting overall is what's his name? Guzma's Pokemon. What's his name?
The bug.
Yeah.
Sylvally.
No,
No,
not
it's not
Sylvelli. I don't think you know. who we're talking about.
Glissopod.
Galissopod. Oh my god,
there
he
we
looks
go.
so badass.
His shiny looks fucking crazy. I
What's
love
his
it.
shiny look like?
It's
I
red.
actually haven't. Is it
Check it. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's like
Galissopod?
Jesus, answer my questions, my guy. What's the last main title you've played? Seriously, like
Of Pikachu? I mean,
Pikachu, yeah.
God, you're sounding more like my parents.
on
All
the
the games are on the
Nintendo?
Nintendo.
Oh, is that a Pikachu? Have it be like a Charmander?
Yeah, I feel like they could have done
Um,
more with his shiny. No offense. Like I understand they changed his things to blue and then the antennae to red, but I feel like they could have changed the white color scheme.
I like it. I mean, he's normally like not fully white though.
No, yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, I wish they could have done something more.
Yo, do you guys remember Pokemon Gale of Darkness?
Yes,
Ooh,
me and I even have a
what is
story
that?
about that.
I played.
That is Dark
Colosseum.
Lugia.
That is.
Dark,
Yeah.
or is it Dark or Shadow? Shadow
I think
Lugia?
it's Shadow.
Shadow Lugia,
No,
yeah.
it was Shadow. Yeah,
I
Shadow
played.
Okay.
Lugia.
Because
I played
Shadow Lugia
Colosseum.
was also in
Wait, when was
Mystery
he
Dungeon.
introduced?
Yes, he was.
only in Gale
GameCube.
of Darkness.
Yeah,
and
he's,
Mystery
he's,
Dungeon.
he's pretty much non-canon.
Do you also?
I think
do you-
that's the only Pokemon game that's non-canon besides maybe Colosseum.
Colosseum
remember-
didn't have Shadow Lugia though. They had
No,
Shadow
but they-
Pokemon
yeah,
where
they-
you could
yeah.
you could. And the cool thing about
You
that
could
game is
steal
you could
from
steal
trainers.
other people's Pokemons because they were infected with or like they were possessed or some shit. And then
No,
you
they
could-
were mistreated.
You could
Zombie
cleanse them.
mistreated.
Yeah, they were mistreated,
I don't
and
know
you could
about that.
cleanse them. Yeah, because you turned them to your side.
That's just
when you were
stealing.
able to catch them.
You're just a
Brainwash
thief.
them?
You're the pre-Team Rocket.
But no, this fucking game. Me and Ivan played in Mexico when Aaron used to live there, and Frankie is the only one who knows who Aaron is, maybe.
Wow.
And
I know Aaron.
we played at his house for Christmas, because he got it for Christmas that year, I believe, that we were there. And we could not get past the first fucking thing. We never got to a Pokemon. We never got to a Pokemon fight,
Oh man.
because he was too stubborn to give us the controller, and he just kept running into walls. So I never experienced that game.
No, I had Colosseum. That's the one I had.
I really wanted this Pokemon to go to my Game Boy, though. I wanted a Shadow Loop.
Hey, what's it called? You remember Primal Dialga
Primal
Yes.
Dialga
from Mystery Dungeons?
is the shit.
It's so cool, dude.
Primal Dialga. I've never
Yo,
seen Primal.
that is another thing that they
It's-
should take
it's-
advantage of.
Where he just pretty much loses control.
Yeah, like the
He-
diamond in
he
his
goes
chest and his like I guess features turn red, and it's badass. Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
It looks like he just has a lot of unpent rage.
But he is the first primal Pokemon because then they introduced Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. And then you had to like save the day, and then you
Isn't
get the stone to
that
train them.
weird though, right? It's like, yeah, you remember Kyogre and Groudon who almost fucked up the world? Yeah, that's actually their bitch ass form. Just you wait until we show you the true power.
But I think that's another thing they're sleeping on. I'm like, man, they should make primal forms for all the old generation legendaries. Or unlike, no, because I guess technically Rayquaza.
I
got
feel
a
like
Mega Evolution instead.
the nature ones, yeah.
Well,
But like,
Dialga
let's-
has time, so I think Palkia at least should have one.
But like Mew and stuff, like I don't think Mew should have like a primal form. To me, it seemed like a little
I
weird.
think
Mew
Mew's
really
too
can't.
pure.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the first
Mew-
Pokemon?
No, there's the mythical
that's
Pokemon.
debatable. That's
The
debatable.
mythical Pokemon
yeah,
can't
That's
it's
not
change.
canon?
fully
No.
debatable.
The
No,
first
no,
Pokemon
no,
is
I-
Arceus, dude.
Like supposedly Mew is the mother of all Pokemon, but Arceus is the god of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And
he
then you
made
have
Mew.
who came first. Was it Bulbasaur as 001? Was it
Was missing no.
Rhyhorn? Was it Rhyhorn or Rhydon? Because they were the they were the first creation. It's all
Yeah.
debatable.
Well, I think I think the Pokédex is based on order of when Professor Oak saw him. Right?
Yeah, I would say that.
It
'Cause he
isn't.
was the one that
It
made it.
isn't based on creation. But no, like I think at least the legendary bird trio should get it in ancient form, for sure.
That one would be
The dogs, yes.
you know,
But I think all the mythical Pokemon should not.
I kind of want them to go into like a ancient Mayan or you know what I mean, like ancient time Pokemon game.
I'm waiting for the Hispanic region to come.
No, like
Yo,
you,
that
'cause
I
you,
my
feel
God.
like that would be cool.
you know what I'm talking about. You know
With
when in the
Cartel.
movie. No, hell no.
Oh no
In
no.
the
No,
mo-
it's
in,
it's Team Rocket, man.
In
Team
the movie
Rocket,
where
the drug
Ash
dealers.
goes back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Celebi.
Yeah, with Celebi, they encountered the like a really young Professor Oak. They could do something like that. I don't know though.
They could, but I like the idea of it being an ancient like civilization that they go visit. But didn't they do that in not-
Conquests, I believe, was the.
They did
Yeah,
that
Conquest was a different game though.
But yeah, they
in
did a much
Kalos.
worse.
They did that in Kalos, no?
What are you
What do you
talking
mean?
about? I mean, they
They
had
kind
the.
of like
are-
showed the past.
They had the
Are
old
you talking
guy.
about
But you
the
weren't
one
playing.
with Manaphy?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, no. I
Manaphy's
was-
a
I'm thinking of-
mythical.
I was thinking of the Manaphy movie where it's like
No, yeah.
they go underwater and everything.
Conquest is a
No.
different thing altogether. You do.
Yeah. Did any of you guys ever play the fucking Pokemon Rescue Rangers or whatever it's called?
Yes. Pokemon
What?
Ranger.
Pokemon
No.
Rangers.
I've,
Yeah,
It's
I've
like
never
something
played
that would show up on like Nickelodeon morning show.
It's dumb because literally the way you catch Pokemon there is you don't use a Pokeball. You entangle them.
What?
You don't catch them though. You don't catch them. You tangle
brainwash
them,
them
up
with
and
a
you
device.
use them. It's basically
You
their helping
use
force.
them, exactly.
You use them for your whims. You're like, you're my slave.
Exactly,
Do
dude.
my
It's
bidding.
it's the weirdest game in that fucking franchise. Honestly. Actually, no. Pokemon Rumble would be up there.
Rumble is the best weird game though. It's like the original one. The
original one
The 3DS
was
one is actually
Fucking
trash cans.
fantastic. Did
Yeah.
any of you guys play Pokemon Rumble?
No.
No.
No, dude. This
So
is how
the
we
premise of this fucking game is
Hey.
you're in a Pokemon toy store, and the little toy wind-up Pokemon come to life and fight
Oh
each
wait,
other.
I did play that game. Yeah.
Yeah. And the first game was amazing.
But it was
Um,
it's pretty much just knocking them out, and not fighting them.
Yeah, it's a beat 'em up for sure. But I like that game. First and main point for me is because it actually had shinies in there that you could get
Mhm.
that were not guaranteed, or were they? I think
No, they
shinies
weren't.
were guaranteed.
They were not guaranteed
Yeah.
at all. It was just completely by chance.
No. I'm saying like if you fought them, you were guaranteed to get them.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you-
You were
if
guaranteed
you-
to get them.
Was it the one on the
Well, I-
DS?
No, it's
No,
for
it was
the
on-
Wii-
it was
for
on
the
the
Wii
Wii.
shop. It was Wii console.
Wii
thing.
shop only.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
So once that ran out,
to get
yeah.
the legendaries, you only had a chance of getting them after you beat them. And they all had different stats. Like, if you wanted a really high level, let's say Moltres, you would have to fight so many times. And on top of that, if you wanted a shiny, you had to fight even more times. That's the DS
yeah,
one.
I've seen it. I've seen that one at least.
That's definitely the DS one. And in that one, I think, I'm not sure if you were guaranteed the legendaries or not after you fought them, but I didn't like it as much. The zones felt a little more generic. Even though literally the fucking Wii one just repeated itself.
But the,
Alright.
the Wii one was the best one.
I know.
Last statement. So at the end of the Nintendo Direct, they said, "Oh, be prepared for basically that, and we have more Pokemon things in the works."
Yeah.
What would you want?
Ryan
Hold
Reynolds
up.
sleeping bag.
Before
Ryan
we
Reynolds.
continue this part, we derailed so hard from just this fucking
Yeah.
Did we?
Nintendo Direct. It was a 7-minute Nintendo Direct, so I guess there was no choice.
I
but
mean,
damn.
we're like in the general like Pokemon topic in general. So
Yeah, we
also
did
do
I
pretty
think
good. We
I
didn't
think
derail,
that's
like,
a win.
Totally
I think
Like-
that's a
badly.
win for us.
like episode 0.5.
The lost
No,
episode.
I mean, but we
The
didn't
lost
even
episode?
get to like most of the starters. You know
Dude,
what I
no,
mean?
yeah, we didn't
After
get
that,
through the
we just
starters at all.
derailed.
I mean, we talked about them. We talked
Yeah,
about
yeah,
most
yeah.
of them.
We talked
Yeah.
the general.
We were like, we like him, we hate him. It's a monkey with a Glock.
Big chungus.
I actually am very excited for the designs of these stars. I hope that the rest of however many Pokemon they've included
Oh.
in this
I'm just excited
region
for
is as good.
what's it called? I'm excited for an evolution.
Oh yeah.
What type?
Ghost.
I'm hoping dragon. I'm hoping dragon.
Is the ones that are
Dragon?
missing is ghost, fighting, dragon, flying, bug.
But here's my question to
Rock.
you guys then about that.
ground.
How will they go about making them evolve? Dragon scale, I can see for dragon.
Stones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, the
Yeah,
stones
stones
doesn't
would
get
be
all of
most
them.
They could introduce a new mechanic, the
Mhm.
A
way
dusk
they did
stone
with
is
Sylveon.
still being used.
Hybrid
Sylveon
breeding.
was friendship, right?
Sylveon was attraction.
Yeah, like pretty much love.
It's like your
Friendship.
If
Okay,
if it was a
cool.
bug type, you use the netball to capture it.
No.
Yeah,
and
I
you
can
have
see
to-
that.
okay, sorry.
That would
But
be a
then it would-
pain.
Yeah,
No,
it'd be
that
kinda
would
weird.
be so.
That would be a
That would suck. 'cause
pain, man.
It'll be your first Eevee that you see, and all you have is a fucking netball, and it catches it, and you're like, I didn't want this shit. Where's my Eevee?
No, that's the thing. I feel like if it's that case, like you catch it with a netball, but you have to reach a certain level to evolve, have that in effect. If you get a stone,
Or you could
before
just press
then,
B.
You're able.
You know how like
Yeah.
the recent generations have had like a really cool mechanic like Mega Evolution in Kalos and Z-moves in Lola. What do you think would be like the break round here?
I kind of wish they step away from that.
Well, would it be?
Yeah, it made the game way too easy.
Well, would it be like the thing? Well, no, that would only work in certain situations.
I'm thinking maybe tag team moves because in the card game they're having the
That's
tag
what
team
that's
line
what I
right
was
now.
gonna go with, but I'm like that would only work in certain situations. Like, how are you gonna tag team? You know?
Maybe you have to pre-assign which Pokemon
Yeah.
tag teams.
Maybe
let me
you
get-
link them.
2 magic
Maybe,
carps
yeah.
and do a super splash.
I just want to
But-
make a quick comment about how like when you press B, you pretty much are like you know how like when the dog does something bad, and you're like no.
No,
No.
yeah.
Bad dog.
You pretty much smack it out of its evolution.
Spray water on it.
But I think, I guess I got another question for you guys. How many Pokemon do you think they'll add this time?
I want to be a minimum of 75.
I
Or-
want them to have a minimum of at least 100.
That's you're
I
reaching
know it's a
there.
lot to ask.
You are reaching there, but
I know.
I'm thinking like
Mhm.
60, dude.
Yeah, I'm with
60?
Ivan. Around
I mean,
like
do you
60.
want quality or quantity?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
I mean,
Give
what's
me
it called?
both.
We've-
There-
I mean,
Oh,
they've
we
already
already have
ran out of
multi-
ideas in the past.
We already have
They're
ice
a
cream as Pokemon. dude.
multi-billion-dollar company. I expect them to perform in both quantity and quality.
Let's not go back to the pile of garbage Pokemon.
You know, like a
Garbodor.
friggin' ice cream cone, a
I want to
chandelier,
survive.
Chandelier.
I
A
want cigarette
sandcastle.
Pokemon.
Keychains.
What else? A mouse.
Garbage bag.
Keyboard.
An electrical mouse.
a Nintendo Switch is a Pokemon now.
a
What are you
Tum
talking
Tum.
Yeah,
about?
Rotom.
The Gen 1s were also kind of weird, you know? Like
Yeah.
Grimer. It's just a pile of crap.
He's
But it was
toxic
like
waste,
one-
basically.
One or two, where in these recent games, it's like you can name at least 5 trash Pokemon.
Yeah.
I also,
But
Gen
yeah.
1, you could go so basic. Like, you could put a snake in, it'd be the same. But then as soon as you get to Gen 3 and you put Survivor, everybody's like, oh, that's Arbok in a different form.
Bark.
All right, so I think that's all the time we have.
No, we got
actually.
plenty more time.
Says the guy who doesn't
Nah.
want to talk about Pokemon.
Jesus,
Yeah.
you have to take us out since you haven't been talking
Dude,
most
I don't
of the
even
time.
know you.
Damn. He hasn't visited Ireland
Oh.
enough.
Yeah, Ireland's too far. Can't afford it.
But yeah, take us out. Say goodbye.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
That simple.
Jesus Christ.
Alright.
10 out of 10
Bye.
execution.
Simple as that.
See you
All
next
right.
time. When is
Yeah.
next time? Next.
I hope you enjoyed.
Wait,
Don't
when is
forget
this
to
going
like and
live?
subscribe. That
Should
we
be up
still don't
Wednesday.
know.
Yeah, it's gonna be
But,
when
Either
this should-
Wednesday or Friday.
it's gonna be when
This,
Pokemon
yeah, this should be up
releases.
either Wednesday or Friday. Weekly
we-
releases.
Can we
If
talk
you
about
wanna
what
hear.
we want to talk about the next podcast, or
Next episode.
We can,
I-
but
I
here's
think
my
we
thing with that.
can.
Here's my thing with that. We can, but if we do that, then we have to be committed to talking about that no matter fucking
I
what.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
No
right now it's like
promises.
we don't even have like next topic lined up, so it's still a mystery.
Yeah.
Alright.
But
So if you
d-
enjoy
don't-
this kind of
don't-
content,
yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and comment any
spread it to your
topics. Like,
friends if you
yeah.
think they'll like this kind of a podcast. Because
I'll put that image
Yeah.
in.
oh my god,
Mhm.
Zeus.
That's how we get content
His-
created.
that's his,
how we get
uh,
content.
That's how we get
that's his
content planned.
persona.
His first song.
Oh my god.
It's not a cat, okay?
But yeah, I mean like
Uh,
this is more or less the style that the podcast is going to be for a while until we figure out how we're actually going to set this up.
yeah.
I think it'll work out for a little bit at
It's not
least.
that bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not bad.
It depends. It depends on what the viewers think. You know, leave
Mhm.
comments. Tell us what you think we could change.
All two
if
of you guys.
Yeah, all two of you guys.
Wait, what are you
If
talking
you
about? All
find-
3 of you. I know who you are.
Oh, I know he's gonna watch.
Hi,
Never watch
Mom.
it, Mom.
Thank you for watching.
But
Yeah.
yeah, let us know any suggestions on what we can change as far as if there's anything you would like us to do more of, less of. Actually stick
Talk
to a
about.
topic, or you don't mind us derailing to oblivion and beyond.
The first comment's gonna be like, "You guys are actually trash."
Yep, and I know who's gonna make it too.
Dibs.
Dude.
All right,
Okay.
all right, later, guys.
All right, later, guys.
Bye.
Later.